Yep, what's good, YouTube? Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. Shout out to the Guardian. Shout out to people that want to know a little something. I'm gonna give you guys today tips and tricks on Gambit. My thoughts about it, just more in-depth stuff. It's gonna be just a video that's just really in-depth talk about Gambit. All right, it's a 4v4. Tip number one: if you're on, use LFG, friends, clanmates. You want to run at least a 3-man stack in Gambit. You really want to. Communication is very important. For you solo players, jump on, the Destiny app or Companion app or anything. Whatever way that you can to find Destiny players, you want to run a stack group because, like I said, it's objective based, and to maximize your chances of winning, you want to have people on comms with you. That's number one. I've played about 10 or 11 matches. We won like 7 straight. And after that it was a win-loss. So we did pretty good. I'd say we probably won about 80% of our games. Just I think off of communication alone, I think that was the biggest part. Shotguns work. It's really good for one-shotting enemies at a good distance. I've been using the Jade Rabbit. I've also used the Crimson. I've also used the Better Devils. I'd like the Better Devils. It packs a punch faster than everything else. The ammo and the reload is kind of a problem, but hopefully as we get into the next phase of the game, that could get fixed. Alright, so if you look up at the top right, you'll see where it says number 7 over by the snake symbol. That is, on both sides, that's how many motes each team has on them. That's what the potential would be if they bank it. What does bank it mean? Well, on the ground, you'll see there are white triangles or white prisms that are there. What you want to do is you want to hold square and inject it. I just made a medium blocker. But first, we're going to pause for a second. We're going to talk about invading. Sorry, it's the way I edited the video. All right, so invading. You have 30 seconds to get as many kills as you can on the other team. Pay attention to the top right. The top right is the amount that they have ready to be banked. Okay? And then there's numbers. There's a 15 on one side, and that 2 is going to turn into a 4. That's because they're picking up prisms. Those white things that are on the ground, if you pick those up, that will be added. So I'm going to kill this guy, and he's going to automatically drop his 4 motes. He cannot get them back. The guy at the bottom, the Titan, he has 15. He wants to make a large blocker. I'm going to stop him. If you die by an invader, you will drop and lose all of those motes. So all that time it took you to get all those motes will be for nothing. Watch now. He is dead. His 15 motes are gone. It's finished. So invading is a pretty important part, and that's the PvP part of the game. That is the player versus player, which makes the game interesting. If not, it would just be you killing repeatedly for no reason. Now, you have to get 75 motes banked in order for you to be able to spawn a Prime Evil. A Prime Evil is the final boss. Now, I'm going to give you guys a strategy that I realized afterwards that I'm going to talk to my friends about. And when we play again, we're going to try to work on it. That thing that you see right there is called a blocker. That blocker is up right now, which allows me and gives me time to be able to kill people and just keep them on the defense while I'm out here playing offense. You like that reference? Anyway, so tips. If you're on comms with your friends, you want to be able to assess your blockers properly. Like our Primeval has spawned now. Our Primeval has spawned, and this guy's gonna kill me because that happened. And when our Primeval spawns, the invaders, if they kill us while we're fighting our Primeval, the health for the Primeval will be regenerated, depending on how many kills they get. So far, I've seen probably, I want to say like a 15% health regen on each kill, if I'm not mistaken. We'll look as the game goes along. We'll look because they're gonna. I think somebody's gonna rush us again on this game. If not, it's the other gameplay. Anyway, so important things. One, if your teammate is down, you want to pick your teammate up because the time it takes for your teammate to res is about 5-6 seconds, including spawning in. You're faster picking them up than it would be for them to just wait and spawn. So that's a big component of the game that needs to be addressed. Two, like I said before, we're going against the Primeval. You see the Primeval's health. You want to focus on that. That's why I say like a scout rifle is pretty good, like the Jade Rabbit. Um, and just getting shots and proccing shots and just doing damage. We're just focused on doing damage. We're focused on damaging him, and he's pretty low. That's the part about it that is really important. Now, the invader is going to invade. Pay attention to this very carefully. Look at the Primeval's health. This is very important so you guys can see what I'm talking about. His health is the top left, right where the numbers are. The snake, left side, boom. You see how his health got regened? It's because one of our teammates got killed. I think it's going to happen again if I'm not mistaken. Is he going to get another kill? Yes, he saw how he killed me and how his health got bumped up again. It's very important. So anyway, now invading and communication is very important because when you invade, you want to have your teammates deposit 10 or 15 motes so that you can have blockers. Blockers are important because, like I said before, it keeps them busy and it gives you a good chance for you to be able to do damage. Now, if you're a PvE person and you just enjoy killing ads, invading's probably not for you. But if you're a PvP player and you want that challenge or that pressure of going in there and fighting the opposing team, if you're a good sniper, if you got a rocket launcher, if you got a super, go ahead and knock yourself out. I practiced with tether, and tether could work. Like if you could tether them up if they're in like a close enough proximity, and then probably a rocket launcher. I think that'd be the most effective tool. If not, you could just try to use a scout rifle like a miter or something or anything of that nature, and you want to go ahead and just pop that off. Also, too, I think Orpheus rig and tether would work the Orpheus rig tether would work by helping your team to get their supers back faster and be able to play faster and be able to do their stuff. Like I said, if you're a PvP person, you might want to hold on to your super, but if you're a PvE person, you might just want to generate orbs. I'm running my Hunter class Arc Staff, and I'm using the Radiant Flux because you stay in your super longer, which is helpful for clearing out ads and making orbs and stuff like that. And again, we're just talking, we're communicating, and we're making, we're just picking up motes, we're picking up motes, try to stay alive. If you don't have a Warlock on your team, I don't know, because I've practiced play different ways. Maybe you can use a Crimson if you feel like your health is like you're dying too quickly, or you could use your Worm of the Husk, your Worm Husk helmet. If you're a Titan, of course, to put a barrier up. And Warlock, I'd probably say Transversive Steps and Healing Rift, so you can get that ammo back quickly. Yeah. So the main thing you want to do is just get motes. You want to get motes. You want to pick up motes, and then you want to just get a blocker. When you see the invader, if they don't have a blocker up, just try to go slam. You see the invader right there. He's in Sentinel. I'm just popping super because I want to end him, but he got Nova, so we're good. And then the first thing I do immediately, boom. Oh, also too, like I said before, so invading, the portal will stay up forever. It will stay up as long as possible. So the tips that I will give you guys out there is just to use it sparingly. Don't use it like the whole time. Just use it sparingly. And yeah, that's kind of what you want to do. And maybe don't rush, especially if they have slam. Don't rush. You want to get to a good spot, get to good grounding, and just pick off and stuff like that. Now, if you're a solo player, the best thing I can try to tell you to do is just get as many motes as you can and just bank. Mediums is good. Large is amazing because large is what you really want. But yeah, if you're a solo player, just I guess try to stay alive and just try to play the best way you can. But it's tough. Again, it's tough because you can't communicate, and that communication is not there. Um, so I really feel like, I really feel like you guys should look for a clan. If you're on PlayStation, just type in OVO. You'll see us, and you'll see me, and you can join. And I would love to play Gambit with you guys for Forsaken Drops. Forsaken Drops Tuesday, and I will definitely be playing that game like crazy. And I'll be making more Gambit videos and just more videos in general because I'm having fun again. And this is the part where I'm going to go into my impressions of the game and Gambit. It's a lot of fun. For me, it's a lot of fun. It's like raiding, but a PvP aspect. That's the fun about it. Is like you got to build up to the boss. You get to the boss, and you also have to go ahead and try to kill the other team and stop the other team. So that for me is one of the most fun parts of the game. I played nonstop. Played like, let me see, it dropped at 1. I didn't get off until I played for like an hour and a half straight. I had to go to work, so I couldn't stay and play. But it's just that fun for me because I enjoy. It feels skilled. It rewards. It's a reward of playing so much PvE that you're able to now play PvE and play PvP, and it just gives a different dynamic to the game. Instead of just shooting either, and I sound redundant, but instead of just playing PvP or playing PvE, you can do both and do a mashup. And I feel like this is the direction that I wanted this game to go to. This is a very spicy, like Sriracha, very spicy addition to the game. It's only going to get better. If they don't mess things up and do too much fine tuning and tweaking, the game will only get better. It's just prevalent. Also, too, when the invader's around, just try to kind of look for spawn points. As I play more, or as guys watch more footage of more people, you'll be able to see spawn points. Now, the thing I didn't know was that I should have realized it when I was playing it, but when the other team, when they're invading you and they're on your side, you can't hide. Your best bet is to maybe get high ground and just try to look for him and try to look if you can see his reticle. But if you can't do that, then challenge. Just try to pop super, do something. Just do something. But I like Gambit, man. I really like Gambit, and I think once the game is more understood, the skill level for this game mode will be through the roof. I believe that 1,000%. So, excuse me for that. Tell me your thoughts. If you played Gambit, what do you think about it? This video was long, but I needed every second of it just to kind of just get this point across and just to talk about like my overall impressions of the game. Escalation Protocol Shotgun's pretty good for it. Not gonna lie to you. And yeah, man. Thank you guys very much for watching. It's a Simp God here. As you saw, we 2-0 them. Shout out to my man T Grizzly. I'll see you in the next video. All right!